Hello everyone, this is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne, and I'll bring you a video tonight titled, Now is Always the Time to Approach Beautiful Women. But before we go any further, always know my videos in the dating space are inspired by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available on my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. But let's get right to it. Now is always the time to approach beautiful women. And what brought this video about was the Monday Zoom conversation that we have in my Matthew C. Horne Dating Coaching Community on the school platform. I want everyone to sign up. But you get elevated game every Monday night at 8 p.m. with me for an hour in this community. And so the members of the community can ask me whatever they want to ask me. And towards the end of the call, a gentleman asked me a very important question, a very good question. He asked me if he should wait till he's a high value man in order to fully insert himself into approaching women and insert himself deeper in the dating space, in the dating game. Meaning that he was asking, should I wait till I get there to begin to immerse myself in approaching women? And my answer to him is what I want to talk about with you all tonight. My answer to him was that there's never really a place called there. There's never really a place called there. The only thing that we do in life is we master certain things, and that means that we go to new levels, okay? When you master something, that means that you can consistently recreate the result. You can predict the results that you're going to get from something once you master it. And that's what the fight is for. We're just trying to master certain things. We're trying to arrive at certain destinations. And there's never really a place called there, because we'll always have the capacity to do more no matter what we've accomplished or no matter what there we've already reached in life. So that place of arrival is always an illusion, and we're never going to completely arrive until our last breath is taken. So what that means is that you should not wait to approach the women that you want in life. You shouldn't wait, because you're always going to be a work in progress. Yes, you'll have more decorations and accomplishments and money and accolades if you have the right attributes, but we're always going to be a work in progress. So you don't know what woman is going to really mess with you hard, really gravitate towards you while you're on your journey. And so the focus should be on your attributes and not the destination. Because if you're focused on the attributes, you're automatically going to arrive at the destination. It's really that simple. And so you're okay to approach women as you're progressing, even if you're not where you want to be. You know, if you have the right attributes, the symptoms of where you want to be are not far away from you. You have the symptoms of these things until you come into the fullness of these things. When you come into the fullness of these things, you arrive at certain destinations. You go to higher levels. And that's what every man, they're trying to base their quality and their appeal based on what level they've arrived at in life. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, because you don't know what woman is going to mess with you hard, who's really going to seek great quality things in you, even as you're on your journey to reaching certain destinations. You don't know. And so you don't want to rob yourself of the experience of missing the wrong woman, because you're not properly celebrating yourself. As long as you have ambition and you have drive, as long as you have those qualities of ambition, you have drive, and you have belief, then you're okay. So you have to have a vision. You have to have some sort of purpose, something that you're fighting towards at every stage in life. You always have a purpose no matter what you've accomplished, okay? You can feel safe, and you should not feel shame if you're putting ambition, drive, and belief and energy into whatever you see and whatever you believe is for you in life. There's no shame in that. And so the woman essentially needs you to fuck with you so that she can fuck with you. And she can't fuck with you if you don't fuck with yourself, man. That's the most simple way to put it. So no matter where you are on your journey, you have to fuck with yourself, man. because you have more appeal to women when you can maintain a positive outlook on yourself as you're exercising your attributes of ambition, drive, and belief and heading towards your destination. It's great that you can see yourself there before you see yourself there. It's great that you can have faith in your attributes and not the destination. Because having faith in your attributes means you're going to exercise the attributes and you're going to arrive at the destination. But let's talk about the destination. That's why you can't be married to outcomes and you have to be married to your attributes. Because the destination can be altered from what you believe that it should be. And it's all positive because it's all destiny. See, you can have one vision of yourself in your mind of where you're supposed to land from your ambition and your energy and your efforts and your belief and your drive, from your attributes. You think your attributes, putting it into this vision in a specific way, is going to take you to a particular place. And sometimes there's a greater place than a place that you see for yourself. That's why you can never be married to the outcomes. You have to be in love with that journey, because that journey is developing you to grace the stage of whatever the ultimate outcome is. And you can have an outcome in mind, but you didn't create yourself. So all you have to do is get on the road towards the vision that was placed inside of you, and then you will arrive at an outcome. And it might be something greater than you ever envisioned for yourself. That's why you have to fall in love with your attributes. And it's okay. You can't escape your innate nature to talk to and to approach beautiful women. That's your nature. It's a desire. And as you're working on yourself and as you're heading towards your life destinations, your innate, nature and desire, you can't escape it. So there is no perfect moment. Just like I told the gentleman on the call, there is no perfect moment except for the ones that we create. Those are the only perfect moments in life. So you have to fall in love with your attributes, and positive things are going to happen. See, you're missing out on the women who could be for you, because attraction allows a woman to enter your space. Like, that draws her to you. Okay, attraction. Just, how you're comprised, and even your ambition and your drive and your belief, like all of those things make you attractive, and your physical appearance, they make you attractive. But that just gets her there. For a woman to decide that she's going to stay, she's done a very in-depth assessment of you, meaning that she's observed your attributes. That's what's going to make the woman make the most lasting impartation into your life, is that she trusts that you have attributes that she can feel safe with over time. Meaning that even if you haven't arrived, quote unquote, there yet, you haven't reached that level that you see for yourself, the woman can already see it before you get there. Why can she see it? Because her survival depends on it. A woman can see way more in us at times than we can see in ourselves. And I remember some of the most, I'll talk about one woman in particular. When I was a young budding author and motivational speaker in my mid-20s, and I met a young lady, and things happened quickly. We got into a relationship, and she was a steady force in my life for a matter of 3 years. And I just remember, one of the things she said to me is memorable, because she was in medical school. She knew that she wasn't going to have to worry about money. And, I had some good things happening in my life. So we were both young, and we were both very ambitious. Not everybody liked seeing us together because we were so accomplished and we looked good together. But we both had good things going for ourselves. And she said to me that you're going to make it. And I was working 7 days a week. I was doing substitute teaching. I was playing professional basketball. What else was I doing at that time? I still was doing my books, and I was writing a new book. I was 26, about to be 27, doing all of those things. And the girl in my life, like, she saw how hard I was working, and I didn't even realize it or recognize it. I didn't realize it or recognize it because it's what I had to do. It's what I had to do to get to where I saw myself being. So I didn't take any thought like, oh, Matthew, you're working so hard. No, you're doing what's necessary. That's called being a man. And she looked at all that I was doing, and she did an assessment. And she says, Matthew, you're going to make it. She says, you work so hard. And those weren't empty words. She saw that my energy was pointed in a particular direction over time, which made her trust me. in my masculinity and my focus, that she saw a lasting value in me, that she could insert herself in even before I arrived at the destination. And she was right. I did arrive at that place. I did arrive at that place, and she did very well for herself as well. But that's what I'm trying to get you to see. You can't rob yourself of the experience of the woman that innately can assess your attributes and look into your future. That's where the right woman is going to look. She's going to see your attributes, and she's going to see your future. And that's why you can't be married to the destination. You have to be married, and you have to celebrate your attributes. Because exercising quality attributes every day is what's going to take you to your designed destination in life. It's inescapable. And so enjoy that journey. Just enjoy the journey. And give women something to choose by presenting yourself. If you see yourself as worthy while you're on the way up, then women can see you as being worthy as well. You have to give them something to choose. And like I said before, it's so attractive when a man can have belief in himself and a positive outlook on himself when he's on his way up. It's nothing like it. But just getting back to the journey. The most profitable thing that I've ever done in my life has come at the expense of a detour, an unexpected detour. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of it, but I was exercising a particular vision. And almost by accident, but there's no such thing as accidents. Les Brown says coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Through an anonymous act, I started another company, and I didn't see it happening. And that catapulted me to places that the other things that I was doing in my life, they were profitable as well, but nothing had quite impacted me, especially at certain stages of my life, like this particular company. It was a detour. But I wouldn't have been able to recognize the detour if I was married to a destination that I had fixated for myself. It's okay to have a vision. It's okay to get on the road to the vision, but you have to be completely detached from the outcomes of the pursuit of the vision. Because the outcomes are something that were established before you ever showed up here. You don't control outcomes. You influence them, but you don't control them. But you can't control your attributes. You can't control your belief, your drive, your vision, the energy that you put into something. You can control those things. And if you put those things healthily in motion over time, you're going to arrive at some very powerful and positive, impactful places in life. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you all about. There's no perfect moment. There's no perfect moment. You have to give that woman something to envision and revere and cherish. And that means that you have a belief in yourself because you're exercising your attributes that are going to take you forward in life. And there's no shame in that. The only shame is that when you have gifts, talents, and abilities and you're sitting still, that you're not progressing in life because you're not putting energy and effort and belief and drive behind the things that you were given to impact the world and to move yourself forward in life as well. That's where shame should come in. But there is no shame, meaning that you are putting in effort and you're going towards a destination. There's no shame in that. And that is the cheat code, is when you're putting the energy and effort into the destination, that you still have a positive perception of yourself. As long as you're making progress, it's okay. See, you have to make yourself visible to the women that you're supposed to be visible to. Every woman is not going to see you. It's okay, because those that have an ear, let them hear. There's certain women that just have sight for you, but they can't have sight for you if you can't be seen and if you can't be found, meaning that you're sitting back and you're in recluse and you're waiting for this magical moment of increase to come so you feel validated. You can't be validated by anything you accomplish in this lifetime, because everything that you accomplish in this lifetime can be taken just as fast as it came, because it happened in the material world. The only constant that life gives us is change. So you cannot be married to the different levels and breakthroughs and accomplishments that you're going to have in life. You can't be married to those things because those things can disappear. But guess what doesn't disappear? The attributes that it took for you to exercise to acquire the thing. And so if you're married to your attributes, even if you suffer a loss, you can recreate what you lost on a greater scale. That's what the woman is looking to see. That's the assessment that she's doing of you. That's why you should never pull yourself out of the game, because you're in the game as long as you're exercising your attributes. And the right women are going to see that you're in the game. And guess what? Not every woman is going to see you, but there are a segment of women that are going to see you. They're going to see the destination that you're going to arrive at before you can see it. Why hide when you have attributes that you're exercising on a daily basis to take you to an outcome that you don't even know of? That's greater than what you could imagine. Why hide? You should be very proud of yourself. You should not have shame. You should have ultimate joy and belief and reverence for yourself. That you have the discipline every day to wake up and face life and give life something better, a better version of you, because you've been exercising your beliefs and your drive and your energy. You've been exercising those things. So guess what happens while you're showing up to life every day? You're showing up better. And guess what life is giving you? Better outcomes every day. And it will culminate into a breakthrough. See, a breakthrough is when an overwhelming amount of, see, that's when it's your time, okay? See, this is the last thing I'm going to say. You can't wait for your time to validate you as a man and think that that's going to make you appealing to women. You can't wait for it. Ambition, drive, belief, those are outside of time. See, the way that it happens is that there is a certain thing called when it's your time, okay? And the gentleman on the call, he was waiting for his time. But we still are valid even though we haven't quite reached our time, because we're headed towards our time, and there are symptoms that are letting you know that you're going to arrive at your place of time. And let me break down the time, and I'm going to go. It's your time when an overwhelming amount of breakthroughs take place on your behalf that logic cannot explain. So the things that incrementally happen are just signs to let you know that you're headed in the right direction. You're thinking about an outcome, which may or may not be the outcome for you. But there are incremental successes that you are experiencing. The women are taking a hard look at the incremental successes that you are experiencing. And she's deciding if she can safely put herself in your space over time, because she's deciding based on your level of drive and energy and effort that you're putting into your vision that you're going to arrive at your place of time. And your time is when an overwhelming amount of breakthroughs take place on your behalf that logic cannot explain. That's when it's your time. Everything that was happening incrementally now happens consistently, all of a sudden, and with fervor. That's when it's your time. An overwhelming amount of breakthroughs take place on your behalf that logic cannot explain. That's when you arrive at your next level in life. But there are signs and markers that you're going to get there before you get there. And so that's why you can't be afraid to approach any woman. Now is the time to approach any woman, because you have to give her something to assess. And if you have ambition, you have drive, and you have belief, and you have a vision, and you're consistently working towards that. You're focused. You're not all over the place. You can develop a consistent vision for your life. You're going to get signs and markers, but you have to be detached from the outcomes, because the outcome could be greater than what you've even imagined for yourself. You might even arrive at that outcome that you think for yourself, but there might be a detour to add to that. I've lived it. And it's all good, because it's all prosperous, because it's the byproduct of a consistent walk in a positive direction towards a particular vision. That's why it's all good, and it's all going to take you to a great place. So you are a man to be seen, observed, and revered. if you're exercising your ambition, your belief, and your drive. Don't hide, don't cower, don't see yourself as unworthy. Understand you're on a journey. You're developing, and you're headed towards a breakthrough. But don't hide, because the right women are going to see you. They're going to see you in a light that's greater than the light that you see yourself. They're going to see the end before you see it. Why? Because their survival depends on it. And how are they able to do it? Because you didn't hide, and you showed up, and you approached. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach. Just bring you a video talking about now is the time to approach beautiful women. Now is always the time to approach beautiful women. It's brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. And also, I hear you all in the comments. You want me to make particular videos. I will make your video if you make the donation of $150 or more to my PayPal and my Cash App information that's in my video description, okay? I've said it enough. Maybe this is your first time watching me. You want me to make a particular video. I do custom videos and put them on my channel for a donation of $150 or more to my PayPal and my Cash App information that's in my video description. So if you want a custom video made, go ahead and do that, and then email me at there's a note feature on PayPal and Cash App. Put your video title that you want me to make a video on. As you make a donation, there's a note feature on PayPal and Cash App. You can put your video title right there, and I'll make your video in 24 hours or less and have it on my channel. If your subject matter that you want me to make your custom video on is more in-depth than just leaving a note on PayPal and Cash App, then you email me at matthewchorne.com. After you made your $150 or more donation to PayPal and Cash App, you email me at matthewchorne.com, and in the body of the email, you let me know the more in-depth description of what you want me to make your video on, and I'll make your video and have it on my channel in 24 hours or less. If my video has been of value to you, if your thought process has been elevated as a result of encountering my message, I want you all to donate, okay? Your donations continue to help me to elevate and grow and move forward as I continue to bring you this elevated messages to help you to elevate, grow, and move forward as well. I take no donation lightly, and I'm thankful for everyone who does donate. I never tell you what to donate. Donate according to how you've been impacted and inspired, okay? My donation information is in my video description. I appreciate you all. If you're in need of coaching, if you have different challenges and impediments in the dating space that you've been unable to overcome, and my voice resonates with you, and you know I'm your dating coach, I want you to reach out to me. Email me at matthewchorne.com. Leave coaching in the subject matter of the email. In the body of the email, you leave your name, your phone number, and whatever issue that you're facing in the dating space. I'll do a quick assessment, and I'll email you right back with the terms of the coaching. And once you accept the terms, you give me 1 hour of your life will never be the same. You're going to get your breakthroughs. You're going to get your answers. 1 hour with me, you know I have your answers, so reach out to me for your dating coaching. I'm still looking to fill the remaining slots for the 5 individuals who want to take a year-long coaching journey with me. In this year-long coaching journey, what you're going to get is a minimum of 3 coaching calls with me per week. I'm going to do an assessment of you. Once you email me, I'm going to do an assessment, and I want to see exactly where you are and where you want to be, and I want to create a custom year-long coaching program that's going to benefit you exponentially in ways that you couldn't imagine. You give me 1 year of your life, it's never going to be the same. So you just email me at matthewchorne.com, and you leave mentorship in the subject matter of the email. And in the body of the email, you leave your name, your phone number, and tell me where you are in life, in the dating space, and where you want to arrive, the destination that you see for yourself. I'll do an assessment, and then I will call you, and we will decide if we're a good fit to work with one another over the course of a year. How the coaching look, once again, a minimum of 3 coaching calls per week. And I'm going to meet up with you in person after I trust that the coaching has been working, you've been implementing and absorbing my guidance, and you're getting better, then we can meet up in person no matter where you are in the world. Then I can assess you in person and coach you in person. In addition to that, you'll have 24-hour access to me as well, because situations happen unexpectedly, they happen rapidly, and at any given moment in time, something can happen. And so I'm accessible to you through text, through email, or you can call me. If you're a member of this particular mentorship program, you can call me. Then I will have your answers in a moment for anything that you're facing. It's very personalized, there's nothing like it. So if you're interested in this year-long coaching journey with me, then I want you to email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. Leave, once again, mentorship in the subject matter of the email. In the body of the email, your name, your phone number, and wherever you are in life right now, with women, in your dating life, and where you see yourself being, like where you want to be. Okay, that's all I need. And I'll call you, I'll do the assessment, call you, we'll talk about the terms of the coaching, and we'll decide, and we'll move forward. I know there's some individuals that want to move forward. We're going to move forward. Lastly, my dating coaching community on the school platform. That's what this video tonight was derived from, a conversation that we had on the Monday Zoom. My dating coaching community on school platform. I want everyone to sign up. The link to sign up will be in the video description. In this particular community, I give 2 exclusive videos in the community that are not on YouTube every week. I allow the members of the community to give me topics, and I make custom videos based on their topics that they propose to me. So in the community, you can get your custom videos made free, and they're there for everyone in the community. I also come up with my own videos and put my own content that are just ideas that I have that I don't put on YouTube as well. In the community also, once a week, we get on a Monday Zoom call. And all the members of the community who get on the call, I do a monologue, I talk about a topic, and then from there, after we all discuss the topic, you all can ask me whatever you want to. After that, you ask me any question that you possibly want to ask me. I'm your dating coach for an entire hour, and breakthroughs happen. People have been getting incredible breakthroughs and revelation in this space. Every Zoom call is archived in the community, and every custom video is archived in the community. We have dozens of calls and videos. The community is active, it's populating, and it's a place for growth. So I want you all to sign up for my Matthew C. Horne Dating Coaching Community that is on the school platform. The information is in my video description. I want you all to sign up. But that's it. That's all I have for you. Now is always the time to approach beautiful women. Because the only perfect moments are the ones that we create. If you wait for a perfect moment, it will always evade you. Because you're becoming a man if you have ambition, drive, and you have belief. You're becoming a man that's greater than the man that you could ever imagine that you are. So how can you wait for a destination when your life destination could be greater than the destination that you imagine for yourself? There's not really a place called there. And that's why there should be a significant in every moment that represents now. Approach her. She's waiting.